This is a Range Rover Sport, and this is a Range Rover Sport SV. Well, they might look the same, but they are totally different. The Range Rover Sport SV stands for special vehicle, and it's indeed special because it costs twice as much as this. You literally need two of these to buy one of these, and this is where the confusion comes in. People see Range Rover Sport and assume they are all the same, but they are not. Today, I'm going to show you some of the unique features that make the Range Rover Sport SV stand out from any other Range Rover, matter of fact from any other SUV in the world. You see, the Range Rover Sport is built for ultimate comfort and luxury, but the Range Rover Sport SV, it's a 2.5-ton performance SUV that it's engineered to do something that doesn't make sense on paper. So first up, the Range Rover Sport SV is the first production car in the world to eliminate anti-roll bars entirely. And what are anti-roll bars? Well, this is a metal structure under your car that helps to maintain grip when cornering. You see, when you swerve to the left, the car leans to the right. Now, that mechanism helps this wheel not to lift up and end up rolling over. And this mechanism is in the Range Rover Sport and every other car, including your car. But it's not the same case with the SV. So you might be wondering, how does it do it? Well, it uses a system called 6D dynamic suspension. So instead of having a metal rod fighting against the leaning force, a fluid is pushed between the dampers, controlling body roll and keeping the SUV almost flat when cornering, while pulling around 1.1 G. And G stands for gravitational force. And honestly, according to the physics I studied in school, this was supposed to be impossible. And if you can relate, let's say you're seated in a car and holding a glass of water, and it takes a corner at about 100 kilometers per hour. That lean would be around 0.9 G, and it will be enough to spill your water aggressively. But in the Range Rover Sport SV, it's not the case. The car would remain perfectly flat, so the glass would barely tilt. And this is actually very crazy. To put it in perspective, a standard luxury SUV, whether it's a Mercedes-Benz G-Class or a Lamborghini Urus Performante or a Ferrari Porasangwe, a Rolls-Royce Cullinan, Aston Martin DBX, they all can't handle this level of grip at these forces. Matter of fact, a normal SUV starts losing grip at around 0.7 G, and when you push it to 0.9 Gs, at this point, you're no longer cornering, you're just gambling with a rollover. And that's not all about the 6D dynamic suspensions. They also manage pitch and squat. So when you brake hard, the car doesn't nosedive. And when you accelerate hard, the car doesn't squat. And when you take a sharp corner, the car remains almost perfectly flat. And this is crazy because this is a 2.5-ton SUV, but it has the grip that is normally reserved for supercars. How does it even beat supercars at their own game? Because this is an equivalent of a Porsche 911 GT3, but a Porsche 911 GT3 isn't an SUV. So Land Rover in 2023, 31st May, it announced the coming of this Range Rover Sport SV generation with that claim, and it moved ahead with journalists and car influencers to a track test in Portugal. And on that day, this became the only production SUV in the world to pull that off. And putting all that aside, it also runs on 23-inch carbon fiber wheels and carbon ceramic brakes, and this is done for weight reduction. You see, in this world we live in, most people relate heavier to stronger. Even me personally, when I'm going to buy something, I always look at the weight. When it's heavy, I assume it's high quality, but it's not the case here. You see, carbon fiber is way lighter than aluminium and steel, but also carbon fiber is way stronger than aluminium and steel. So the Range Rover cuts about 35.6 kilograms just from the carbon fiber wheels. And also from the carbon ceramic brakes, it cuts about 34 kilograms. And that's nearly 70 kilograms of weight. And this is a big deal because this is unsprung weight. It's weight that sits below the suspension. And to get a bigger picture, it's like telling a gold medalist Stephen Kiprotich to run a marathon in Timberland boots instead of carbon shoes. Well, he'll be beaten by everyone. Even though it's the same person, same soul, same heart, same skill. But because the boots are heavy, he will barely keep up. And this is so important because when you wear Timberland boots, they not only make you slower, but also you feel like you're dragging a rock behind you. It's more like running in water. And this is why carbon fiber wheels are so important, because now the car maximizes all its power on moving forward than dragging heavy alloy wheels. And that's why carbon fiber wheels are so important. And to be more specific, the 23-inch carbon fiber wheels are 41% lighter than the ordinary alloy wheels. And because carbon fiber wheels are so light, there is less inertia, resistance to motion. So when the car hits a bump, the suspensions don't have to fight with heavy boots, they react instantly. And because of the same lightweight, it makes the steering feel telepathic, almost like it reacts before you act. And the tires stay planted on the road instead of bouncing off it. And this is simply something most SUVs can't do. And one more thing about the wheels, they are also paired to an 8-piston Brembo brake calipers. And these were designed exclusively for this Range Rover. And it makes them the world's largest brake calipers ever fitted on a Range Rover. This Range Rover actually has very many cool features that we can't exhaust all in one video. And all the features we've talked about are only exclusive to the Range Rover Sport SV. They're not available in the base model Sport. And it also has base, the body and soil seats. It also has SOTA, just like Tesla. It can repair its own software bugs and also upgrade engine performance when parked. The same thing that you pay for thousands of dollars in the base model Sport. And I think we shall talk more in my next video.